Hey there, Luminary here, and it is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2011. And again, this is coming out late, but I'm just really waiting and hoping to see if there was going to be a blog out on Simon and Lewis's behalf for the Yogscast. Because, I don't know, it seems like things have been going pretty crazy. Even Total Biscuit has thrown in his 2 cents on what's going on. No. Everything seems to be more of character witness, and the only thing hard that we have to go on is Notch's word. That's kind of weird because that's the name of his blog. Derp, derp. Anyway. Other than that, this is what we've got. We have my show coming up this weekend with Jamie of Gamesandstuffs. I've got all the audio ready. I've just got to do a little bit of practicing on how to run a show that's going to be interesting. It's not going to be much different than what I do already, which is pretty much sit here and talk, one take, and hope like hell I talk about everything. Like last video, I forgot to talk about the interview, and I'm like, how am I supposed to promote this if I don't promote it? So, Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or if you want to be technical, +8 Greenwich Mean Time is when the show comes on Saturday after the Mutant Cast at NordrassilRadio.com. So do give it a listen. Do give Jamie your support and tell him he's awesome. And we'll go from there. But in other news, we have the London Gaming Con. And there's a lot to list here, so I'm going to read it off the press release. And the one thing I have to say about these guys is it looks like they just copied and pasted whatever was on their front page. And they didn't bother linking the press release to the front page, so I had to go out and find that. It wasn't hard. It was just a little annoying. But either way, it says the fest is approaching the 3rd and 4th of December. Let's see here. Saturday is going to be £8, Sunday £6, and on the day of entry, without prepaying, is £10 per day. So you can either pay, what is that, £14, or you can pay £20. It's up to you. So if you plan on going to London, that's definitely what you need to look into. But here's the list of garbage that they put on this press release that deals with what's going on. And it is a massive list. And I say garbage because there's a lot, but it packs a lot of punch. Are you ready? Party till 1 a.m. Ultimate Championship win £100. Bentafloss live concert. Over 30 game tournaments. Play latest games casually. Extensive retro zone. Anime screening. LAN gaming. Base Invaders rave. Game Developer Talks, Supersonic Sunday, DDR Tournament, really? They still have those? Anyway, DDR Tournament, Cosplay Masquerade, Cold Storage Live, a pub quiz, cosplay workshops, Sunday Sonic Party, Whose Game Is It Oh, I see what they did there. Whose Game Is It Anyway? Area 11 Live Band, YGO, MTG, TCG Tournaments. Oh, wow, Yu-Gi-Oh! And wow, okay. Bands and chiptunists. This is Buy VG Goodies, Sonic Blindfolded. They've got some crazy stuff. Karaoke, Nintendisco, and Club Sega. Ashen, Guru Larry, Benzai. I think that's Benzai. And it says much, much more. So, again, if you're in London, this looks like it's going to be badass to be one hell of a weekend. I say go for it. By all means, the links are in the description, just like everything else. I say go for it. Another thing, I think we have another contender in the online gaming market. It says that Gamingator.com marks its arrival with Thanksgiving 50% discount hit titles. And they have a decent-sized list here, and I'm going to go ahead and read them off what they are, not necessarily their price. If you want to know their price, it's in the press release. And, of course, I have a link to their actual site. So here it is. Men of War Vietnam, Men of War Assault Squad, it's misspelled in the press release, Theater of War Africa, Reign, Conflict of Nations, King's Bounty, Armored Princess, Star Wolves 3, Civil War, Whirlwind of Vietnam, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Strange Case, a Newman, Alice in Wonderland, a Newman, A Girl in the City, a Newman. The Three Musketeers. Well, a lot of these are a Newman. Crazy. The Dracula series. The Strange Case of Martha. Wildlife Park 3. The Rockin' Dead. Grotesque Tactics. Trapped Dead. Hard Reset. And that should be it. And all the links to the particular titles at Gamingator is in this press release. But again, like I said, I've linked Gamingator in the description, so you can just go there and look. And it's not bad. I'd really like to see more competition for Steam that's not Origin. Really, Origin. I can't stand that system, and I want to use it, but I don't want to use it, and I want to play Battlefield 3, but I don't want to. It's a mess. Well, on to our next thing. Take control of Samus on your Nintendo 3DS when a Game Boy Classic returns. Yes. Thank you. Someone was listening. They redid Metroid 2 for the original Game Boy and put it on the 3DS. And I hope when they did it, it's going to be epic. I really do. Let's take a look at that press release real quick. It says, what is it? Get ready to battle the evil Metroid once again when the original Game Boy Classic Metroid 2 Return of Samus becomes available to download on Nintendo 3DS via the Nintendo eShop this week. So it's just a port over. It's not a rework. I would love to see that game reworked. That game, I think, was awesome. I think it was the first story-driven Metroid that was available. Very nice game. Next, we have Cthulhu Saves the World. The bundle sells over 100,000 copies on Steam in less than 4 months. And if you're not familiar with that, Cthulhu Saves the World was bundled with Breath of Death. And if you don't know what those are and are curious, I would go check out Total Halibut's channel because he did a WTF on both of them. I don't remember if it was in his WTF-a-thon. If it is, fantastic. That was a great cause. But, good. Indie developers need things like this, and from what I've seen of Breath of Death, it looks like a Breath of Fire parody, so it's set up with the old NES overlay, and everything's all blocky in the characters. It looks... I think I had a nostalgic-gasm looking at it. It looks amazing. There's lots of humor. There's zombies, and they're all friendly. It's a zombie game with friendly zombies. How about that? Yeah. And I believe that's all I really have for you today. Again, don't forget to listen to NordrassilRadio.com for my show on Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific plus 8 GMT. That's where I'll be on Saturday. Going to be lots of fun. Jamie of Gamesandstuffs will be in the IRC, ready to talk to you and his fans and anybody else who wants to join in. Lots of good stuff. And he reveals the secret of Johnny. In fact, his last video, he had Johnny 2.0. No, I think it was 3.0. Upgraded Johnny, I believe is what it was called. It was a gold statue. Yeah. So do join us on Saturday in the IRC chat while I'm airing my show Obscenely Obscure. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow. I will be doing this on Thanksgiving. There's not going to be an excuse for me not to. Have a good one.